Oh, can't really do anything with this. Yeah, walk at him. No juice for me. Auto? Oh, Aatrox is dumb, I see. Auto Q. Well. Welcome back to the jungle, Bob. That'll be a little bit of red form for me. One thing that is super overrated, overvalued, is that, like on Kayn, the early hits is going to give you less form because the orbs you get are mostly based on the damage you deal. So, it's not bad. It's not bad to get early form, but I'm just saying. You don't have to go all hog wild for it. We're going to be playing Kayn into Warwick, starting those Raptors, skipping the red, and then into Krugs, as we intend to play bot side for a long time once we finish our clear. As Kayn, you can skip camp sometimes, but there needs to be a reason for it. And until I see that reason, I'll just be clearing the camps because the camps give me that two-part, both the gold and the XP. And as any assassin in the jungle, it's not like you stay permanently full clearing, but what it is that there's just not a whole lot of juice in the early game, level 3 to level 5. So, just farming during those times is totally fine. And you don't have to feel like guilty about it. I don't know. I think I've been coaching quite a bit of low elo players, and they always say like, well, my team pings me to go here or do this, and I'm like, I don't know. When I was a noob, I didn't really care about my teammates because I couldn't. I don't know. I just didn't know what my champion did or what their champions did. So I was like, all right, let me just get kill a bunch of stuff, and then that makes me strong. Okay, and then once I'm strong, I hit the bad guy, and boy, that's worked out for me. So like into the blue side here, since I see no gank on the mid lane or in bot lane, we put 2 points into the Q. That will speed up the clear. You want to use the E into the wall just for the HP as you're clearing, if you know that there's not going to be any plays. And then as we finish this, we'll have our smite as well. Warwick not ganking is pretty weird too to me because his clear is much slower than mine. Since we started Raptors, our full clear is a little slower, but it gives us something to go back to at the end of the day as well. Remember that part where the early clear is nothing special? Q. Save that smite for Mr. Warwick here. W. Ooh, that was pretty good by him. Take that lantern. Auto Q. Schmack. Schmack. I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Now flash W. Yep. Auto Q. Well, that's good enough for me. I'll go ahead and reset. Since I have serrated Dirk, it's fine to not walk all the way back to the Raptors. We'll honestly probably get there faster this way. Serrated Dirk to the top side. I'll even pick up a control ward. Control ward will help me deny vision. And also, really what the control ward does for you is like it sets up your mid laner. You can put it in this bush or in this bush. Alrighty, well, that gave us even more form, and as you can see, a whole lot more of the blue form, putting us midway in the transformation. We don't have to do anything crazy this turn. We just do the exact same sequence of farming, but it's going to be a little bit faster because we have the serrated Dirk. And anytime we get involved in the plays now too, we'll just simply be stronger. We're going to be level 5, and we have just more damage. 20 AD, 10 lethality. It's a whole lot more than a level 3 Kayn with a red buff, you know what I'm saying? This is a bit much. Seeing if I had to back up the Aurelion there. I forgot to mention, for the runes we got Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Treasure Hunter, and then Magical Footwear and Cosmic. After a whole lot of exploring with the Assassin runes, as much as things change, they stay the same. I've broken up with Absolute Gathering, and we're right back to Free Boots and Cosmic. Why? The consistency, the tempo, you save gold, you have more flash, more smite. Bard is roaming top here, so what we'll do is skip my Gromp and then look to gank bot lane. Even if the Kayn's or the Brand's not pushed up, his wave is, so here's what you do. You enter the river, you jump over that wall. Alrighty, step 1, done. And then here's what you do. Waiting, you jump over this wall. Step 2, done. And now you have a good flank onto Mr. Brand. The flash hook is going wide as hell, W. Well, that's all she wrote for that one. My mid lane is dead? Welp. Until Mr. Bard returns to lane, we really don't have anything. And since Aurelion does not have TP, I'll just collect the mid-wave. You might be thinking, do the dragon. As an assassin champ, do you remember what we're playing for? That's right, the golden XP, okay? The dragon is very time expensive. If I don't have my friends with me, then it kinda sucks. Let's go check the Void Grubs here. Maybe Mr. Warwick is doing these and we could smite one. Hello. W. Huh? Super early use of his E. Oh! Well, I hit him a little bit. Warwick, you hanging out? That's what I thought. No, just getting one Void Grub is okay. I'll get another reset off, spend my gold. Not too important of a turn, especially where my allies had misplayed. We missed hook bot, mid died, just whatever. 2 longswords into the top side. We're building into Ghostblade as our first item, but it's fine to get these 2 longswords instead of that wreck trick. But now that I'm looking at it, Bob, I should have just bought the wreck trick. Anyways, let's get level 6. Always resetting to our side camp here. It's going to make it very consistent for you, where you can have a good amount of gold and XP. Although this play is happening, it's kind of going to happen without us. I don't have my E. I don't have my E. I'm committed to farming, and the play is kind of going away from me. So, it's okay. Keep farming. But anyways, if you reset to the side camp, whether you start Krugs or Gromp, you're always going to have this full cleared down. And then that'll give you much more gold very consistently. Rest in peace. So even though these soul lanes are dying like this, it's whatever. My main goal is to hit Brandon Bard, okay? I hit Brandon Bard, I get blue form, it's fine. You don't have to save your allies from themselves. You especially don't have to get involved in every single play. Imagine if I gave up my camps just to walk towards that play, you know? Look with your camera and then hit the camps, okay? And hurry it up, because we got places to be on, Mr. Kayn. This is the, slowest part of the game for Kayn, because you have to do so much farming. And once it's done, you're done. You know, you're all good to go. You can fight quite a bit. Think. Alrighty, and with level 7, I can skip the blue buff no problem. And I would love to get involved in the bot lane here. No lantern for me. I would love to hit a champion, yes I would. There goes my mid laner. Q over that wall, and we're in that flank position. We might have walked through wards, but with Thresh kind of giving it away, it is what it is. We don't have a minion wave forever, Bob. So, I mean, we're waiting. We're waiting until we get a more ideal position. But here I am, because on this turn I really want to get form. Easier said than done. Especially with this bot lane taking forever. There's that W. Rev up those friars. Auto Q ulti. Ulti. Lantern. Moving. W. It's fine so far for me. Keep running. Smite. And then auto Q. Can't reach for any more, but hopefully I got form off all that. Oh, very close. Now this is a bit of a annoying one, Bob. Warwick definitely beats me in the 1v1. Auto. Q. Moving. E. Okay. Anything to get the form, eh? Joink. Don't mind if I do. Warwick tried to hold the Q, but I was in the wall, so suppose he doesn't dash all the way over it. Job's done. Transform. Let's wait for the Ghostblade here. With the blue form, we get more... we don't have a cast animation on the W. Our E has a lower cooldown. Lethality gives us a little bit more damage. So, now we're going to be able to be a whole lot more menacing, especially with this E being on the lower cooldown. Gives you so much utility to be able to move around the map. Now, we just spent a lot of time bot side, so getting a lot of my farm is super important now. We can go from level 7 to level 8, and that'll put us in contention with the solo lanes, and then put us higher level than the bot lane. And since we're on the top side here, we'll be clearing down. Notice how we've just hit the same lane over and over again. A very good tactic for like any jungler. If you spread yourself too thin, like imagine I attack top lane and Warwick and the Yone, you know? I'd just be all over the place. If you do too much, you in fact do nothing. Warwick shows top, so that's good for me. As I kill all of these camps, man, I'll be able to get level 9 off his top side. And the main deal is so long that I'm in position to actually kill someone afterwards, and it's fine. You don't want to be permanently farming, but I'll end up on the bot side here, and it's fine. Killing a level 10 Yone. That's full HP, just isn't going to work out. Pull these two together. Alrighty, so as the allies are feeding, I'm farming, and look, Bobby's fine. He's okay. Into the river, flank position on the enemy bot lane. E, Ghostblade, moving. Bard has no abilities. W, auto, Q, ulti. Nice. Oh, smite this guy. Schmack. Nice. Let's get some camps. The main deal there is that once we're done with farming, we enter the river. Kayn has so much mobility. So you can dash over walls, you can fucking walk through the walls, Bob. Cute. And if you're not utilizing that, well, it's not going to be as useful. Because imagine, like, I'm going for the gank right, I walk over that vision, the vision that's inevitably there, and then I E as the enemy is walking backwards. It's never going to work, you know? So, avoid the vision this way, get over the wall, or E through the wall, and then flank the enemy. Pickaxe. My mid laner's AFK with 63 CS. Alright. Well, at least we had a good start to the game. Aatrox is level 10. Alright. It's one thing you have to keep in mind, man. I'm level 8. Those solo lanes are level 10. If I'm gonna kill them, it's gonna be with my team. 2 levels is a whole lot more tankiness. So I'm on that similar route where I just want a shit ton of farm. Especially with no ulti. Especially with one solo lane dead. The other one AFK. Here's TP is coming up, but in 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and take this wave. Okay, FF. No problem. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one, Bob. Alrighty, Bob, welcome to game 2. My expectations not super high, I'll be honest. Our team comp? Not very good. But same things will stay true here. Be starting on the top side and finding my way on bot side. There's no guarantee of which form I get this game. I think either red or blue would be fine, honestly. And even if I'm missing out on having the right runes like Conquer for the red form, is fine. If you run this page, whether you get red or blue form, it doesn't make a huge difference. To run the Conqueror page for the red form, it has to be done in the champ select when you know that you're playing into a lot of melee champs. And that the form would be good, but to not have it is not the end of the world at all. So we got the same runes. Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact. Eyeball Collection and Treasure Hunter. With Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insights as our secondaries. The Dark Harvest and the Sudden Impact giving you a little bit more damage. And then Eyeball and Treasure Hunter giving you more reward for getting a successful kill. Or assist. So start those raptors into the Krugs, and to bot side we go. Where all of the lanes are these range champions too, then maybe you would think that a lot of fighting would happen, so I think a lot of my gameplay might just be more reactive this game. I know that for some reason, Evelyn players like to level 3 gank nowadays, which is so weird, but when one wouldn't put it past them, and then 2 would almost expect it, so I was like, get level 3 here. what I'll do is move towards mid lane instead of right into my blue side. Put a point in our W since we're in position for a play. Use that health potion early, and let's just see what happens here. Kayn could E forward for a trade, or Evelyn could look for a gank with her level 3. So, we're here now. It is preemptive, don't get me wrong, but looks like we are instantly rewarded, eh? Super well played by the Brand. Kayn does not have TP, so I'll stay and help Brand push the wave. I want to hit my Q on most of the minions here without taking a lot of them. Well, that worked out way better than expected. So now, can I gank bot lane? No. So I'm going to go back to my camps. I'll probably finish the full clear before I interrupt it. To get the Scuttle Crab is whatever. Since we started the Raptors, it's more important that I get to those respawned Raptors, which spawn in 34 seconds. So, if I just do my full clear and then walk up there, then I'll be in a good spot. Looks like Evelyn is cleared towards top side, so it's even more important that I get up there. She totally fails her gank, huh? 24 CS, she'll play for the Scuttle Crab at the very least, so after we kill blue buff, to the Raptors we go. One tip with clearing, make sure that you're always getting these autos off. Moving around doesn't do a whole lot for Kayn. And then Q into a wall. If you Q into the wall, then it's much faster. And then use your E whenever you know that you're just farming. As soon as it's up, it just gets you to the next camp faster. The sooner you cast the Q as well, the sooner it comes up again. And simply put, more Q, the faster the camps are done. So, finish that off with the auto. E into these. Auto Q. Auto W. Go ahead and use the smite since these are respawn procs. They're going to take us a while. And with Mr. GP dead, that is our turn 1. Done. Level 5. I end my turn. Pretty good. 33 CS, and with a successful farm max and a successful play, we are very strong now. Shredded Dirk, a longsword. I'll even get a control ward, and to the bot side. You want to save your E until you get to like this pillar right here. Queuing towards, just queuing down the map as you reset, and then if you use that E on the pillar, you're going to be able to continue it on the wall here. And that'll give you much more distance up the map here. We have 31 seconds into the wolf spawn, so what I'm doing is I'm entering the river. Not looking for a play just yet, not looking for the farm. Looking to get into position. I have a serrated dirk and a longsword. Let's spend it. And if I have a flank position, I could use it on mid or bot lane. With mid lane seemingly being easier, but Kayn's not there, so I'll see what I can do bot lane. And then I can clear my camps back up towards the top side. Alrighty, Ezreal, you do not have much mana. Waiting. Auto. W. Q. Oh! What? Not my best mechanics, Bob. Did we get the job done? Sure. To the bot side, quick. After a little feed, we need to get back to the camps. So we can skip the camps there, 1 because they're not up, and 2 because we hit level 5. Even if we farm those camps, they don't give us any meaningful XP. But if you do a play like that, and then go back to farm, you'll be getting more XP, and check it out, my red side's respawning. So if I farm all these camps, boom, I'm level 6 as I end topside. So it's not the end of the world, because I did all those steps leading up to that play, where I totally died, and A-clicked a turret. As we've been making the play on both mid lane and bot lane, we are mostly getting blue form. Even though we're halfway in transformation, and we have mostly blue form, we could still get the red form. Again, I don't really care which one we get, but whoever you deal the most damage to as you are near the end of the transformation, that's the type of form that you'll get. So, let's see, Mr. GP, do you want a turret plate? You're pretty low on HP here. Go ahead and just E over the wall. Walk right into this guy. Auto. W. Auto. Auto. We gotta focus up. Not using the ulti here. Q. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, GP? Let me know. I got my E coming up sometime. Surely I'm not walking into a Kinnan, am I? Schmack. Q. Ulti. Auto. Auto that. Q. Listen, not our best work once again, but the job is done. Just give me a lot of stuff, okay? Don't worry about where it's going. Just give me a lot of AD, okay? I need to clean up my camps since we skipped that red and Krug and it took so long. But Kinnan's pushing mid. Damned if I do, damned if I don't here, because check it out. Kinnan will use that E. And then if I can just simply hit him with the W, I'm pretty sure I get my form. Because he wants cannon minion. W. Take that. Dodges Q with R's. Q. Nice. On Betsy, give me that form. Did I get any orbs at all? Well, here we are, Bob. What we can do with this position, where we've really overdone it for the orbs, obviously, it's cost us time, which means our levels, which means that the plays will just be more even as we fight the enemy. But what we can do is just clear down, but not clear all the camps, because again, they won't give us a full level up. We get our level 7. You know, this is happening, so Evelyn has a red buff. What does that tell us? She probably wants to do her blue side camps. So although I don't have ulti, by moving into her blue side, I have the option to flank mid or to invade Evelyn on her blue side. So Kinnan moves forward, simple enough. We're going to Q, auto, onto Evelyn. She might ulti here. Nice, and we get the blue form. Let's help Mr. Brand crash his wave here. Q on the melees, W's on the casters. And that's that. If I could hit Kinnan with my abilities, I could probably kill him. So we will E flash Q. Ulti. That's that. Ugh. Listen, Evelyn is up. I am a man on the run for a long time here. If the enemy dies and then respawns and they get home guard, so let's get the hell out of here. Whenever you're running for your life like this, terrain is your best friend. The more walls, the more time it takes the enemy to get around. Job's done. We got the form. I've been screwing around since like 8 minutes in, so it's not too bad, honestly. Now I can really dedicate to that Ghost Blade. And, yeah, I got a whole bunch of components here, so let's just make it even messier. Let's get some Boots Lucidity. Who's with me? Serrated Dirk, Rectric, Pickaxe, Longsword, Boots Lucidity. Yep, go ahead and just copy that build. What are we building towards? Ghost Blade. When do we want it? You know it, soon enough. There's a pretty big wave bot lane here, and this Tahm Kench is reaching pretty far. I'll farm a camp soon, but just give me a second. Auto, smite, W, Q. Alright. You know, sometimes it's a little freebie. One thing's for sure, though, I want to get a lot of juice here. Step 1 is going to be getting level 9. I've maxed my Q so far. Putting points in the W is not bad either. Something I've been wanting to try out, but I forgot to do. So as I clear these camps, just like last time, they'll be giving me a little bit more XP. But I do want to stay bot side here, instead of going top side, so I can at least get one dragon. It's 20 seconds under my ulti, and that's what I'm basically playing around. The Boots Lucidity are giving me my CDR for both that ulti and the Q, so... Bink. Naturally, I want to play bot side, but the play's happening mid. That guy's already dead. Let's keep playing for a gank here. Ezreal is kind of in no man's land once he starts CSing, so... See what we can do. Ezreal needs to show me a little something. So until he does, farming the camps is fine. Let's put a ward right there and kind of let it rip here. Save that W for his E. W, Q, ulti, schmack, schmack. Auto, Q away. Not too bad. So long that you get the play started, you know, you don't exactly have to know how it plays out. But if you land that WQ and then you get the ulti off, you're not going to take the turret shots, and then you can get your second Q off. All right, Bob, 12 minutes, 13 minutes in. Let's complete an item. How about that? A little bit of that, a little bit of this to the top side. Swap to that sweeper now, and I will clear my camps down. You know, I won a dragon, but this whole skirmish happened around mid lane. Our next goal is to hit level 11, but kind of fight our way to there. With 60 seconds on our ulti, that gives us a whole lot more playmaking potential. Ghostblade completed gives us 60 AD, 18 lethality, and a lot of movement speed out of combat, as well as the active that gives us movement speed as well. So, that will help us reach targets, and then also stay on top of them, or run away from them. A lot of what we can do in the mid game here is get into the enemy's jungle, and be a real nuisance. Just like in the early game where you get those flanks off, now we are a super big threat if we just find an enemy. And then we also gain advantage by getting the flanks. Now if that scuttle crabs up, I would guess that Evelyn went back to farm her raptors. I'm not exactly seeing anything, so Mr. Kinnan has to die, as per usual. E Ghostblade, and then WQ away. There's his ulti. Okay. I'll farm this wave.
An ally has been slain. Rampage.
Nice, they're winning the bot play without me. Just trying to get some distance with the first E. Use the Q to get over the wall, and let's see if we can't clean up the Ezreal here. E, W, Q. Oh god, smite ulti. Well, wish me luck, Bob. Q. Flash, question mark? Ouchie mama. Didn't know how much that turret would deal, but it works. We got the... My team got the dragon. Ay, ay, ay. Now this is the experimental part of the build. You would think all these squishy targets I would go opportunity, and you know, that sounds good to me as well, but this is what I've been trying out recently. Shirelda's second. So we get the last whisper, we get the brutalizer. That gives us 45 AD, 5 lethality, and 18% armor pin. Once Shirelda's is completed, it's basically the same stats as another lethality item, a little less. But then it gives us bonus percentage pin per lethality item. So that's where the real shebang comes in. So we'll see.
An enemy has been slain.
On the same essence of fighting for the level ups here, I'm going to try to get into Evelyn's jungle first and then farm my camps afterwards. We can be such a nuisance with these low cooldowns on the E, and then also by having so much damage. So if we're not seeing her, then I farm so fast I could just take the camps. There she is, mid lane. Let's keep an eye on her, see where she goes. With a red buff, she probably walks to wolves. So we're going to save our Q and see if she walks into us. Give this one like 10 seconds and then we're out. Alrighty. Alrighty, that means one thing, Bob. Evelyn's going bot lane. I'm so rich my team does objectives for me. There she is. You might be thinking, just do the objective. Now I'm hearing you, but as Mr. Kayn, what I'm trying to do is get kills, okay? I can't get kills if I'm not on the side of the map where the fight's happening. These guys have a lot of juice to them here, a lot of defensive capability. Sucks that I don't find the Evelyn either. Use the first W on the wave. Ouchie mama. Mr. Brand is walking into an Evelyn. Alright. See if they walk into me here. Not today. So if there's no play for me, then I can go back to these camps, and just like in the early game, they're going to be giving me a little bit more XP each time. Mr. GP, level 11. Just give me a second, Buster. Alrighty, I am also level 11. Well, nothing. No opportunities, Bob. No opportunities. Makes sense, though, where the bot lane's so safe now, so... Let's just farm and enter the mid-game. Level 11. Let's go level 13 and call it a day. And we can do that by just farming. It's just a shame that we don't collect our freebies as we go here. For all of this AD and CDR, Bob, I mean, you see the clear speed. It's not right. Pull this into the Krugs here. Go ahead and smite both of them. Pull these over here. W. And that's level 12. Somehow my team takes the bot turret without me being there. And bada bing, bada boom, we're in business. We finished the clear here, so we're not going to look for a play. No one's laning top, no one's laning mid. All the action has happened, and I'm sitting on a bunch of gold, so let's spend it. Shirelda's into a Dirk. I think Edge of Night looks pretty good here, where they have all these high damage targets and whatnot. But anyway, Shirelda's gives us 45 AD, 15 lethality, and ability haste, as well as 30% armor pen. And our damaging abilities slow the enemy when they're low. So right now we have 43 lethality and 30% armor pen with that one serrated Dirk, and that will just keep getting worse for the enemy. Ghostblade Sweeper, E moving, and smite. W, Q, ulti. Ulti, Q. Ah! No kill for me. Perhaps if I have opportunity I would have got that kill, but it's not even important. Now is it? It's one thing that I found with the Shirelda's build is it makes your damage very consistent. Oh! Push me out of the wall. W. Okay. Oh! Oh. There's no wards in the bush, man. What, he's dying, man. That was my ADC top, man. Well, it started out pretty good. Let's get another longsword. Locket and a shield bow. Now, would that be enough to warrant the Serpent's Fang? I don't think so. Overall, though, the game's pretty even. So long that we farmed and then had some successful plays, like we did this game, then we'll be strong enough to have a chance in the mid game. Because even if you just don't have agency of the early game as Kayn, so then you don't have to put too much weight on it. Where you really want to put the weight is how you win these mid game fights. And the way I'm going to do that is by killing that Ezreal, the Evelynn, or even the GP. So with that in mind, GP resets topside. The Ezreal's pushing top. It's just so hard to track because no one's in a normal laning position. Like, my brand mid lane is top, you know? My ADC is still bot lane at 21 minutes. No one's farming mid wave, like what's the deal? So when things are chaotic like this, what do? That's right, nothing in farm. And my farming's done, so we got level 13. Gives us our W max. So both of our damage abilities are max now. We'll be dealing as much damage as we can. And then the more items we get, that's how it really accelerates from here. Nice one. Nice one. Can't really get a front to back like fight going, so what I'll do is just cross sides here. And then do the classic. Try to get into the enemy jungle. Vayne thinks she's Kayn right now. Yeah, you flanking him? E Ghostblade. Kill the GP. Q. Auto. W. Smite. Ulti. You have to Q away. Into absolutely no follow-up. Okay. Okay, that one's my bad. I missed my Q over the wall. Okay, he got one. Q, Q, Q. Nice, W. Ah, he misses the W. He random kills Evelyn. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Brand. Are you a failure? Well, I wouldn't put it like that. Tunneler, 15 AD, 250 HP. After this as well, once we get this one serrated Dirk item with the Shireldos, we could just go like Eclipse or something. We could get surprisingly tanky. But we'll see. Step 1. Let's kill all these camps. A little EQ auto. Pull it into the next one. A little W. Smite both of them. Q. Get this to like 800. And now, instead of going to my red side... Whoa, Nelly! Q. It'd be better to cross through mid. Now, easier said than done if I'm spotted like this. Sortie. Q. For the Ghost Blade's very nice. Hi, guys. Oh. Check it out. W. So that attempt failed. We know the red side is mostly warded, but we also know that the Evelyn's probably going to be attacking the Draven bot side. So if I stay top side, then we could do Baron whenever she does that. But nothing's happening because the laners aren't laning. So I'll be farming. There's, you know, if they're not laning, I don't have any opportunities as an assassin. Enjoy, guys. Ask why nothing's happening here. So there's Evelyn into the bot lane, but they still got a GP ulti. They got a lot going, but we'll see. We got a Zyra and a Vayne, so we kill this shit fast. Zyra would have ulted as well. Smite! Bob, I'm not on it today, huh? You got the Baron. Bye-bye. Sweeper, waiting. Evelyn's probably flanking right here. Bye-bye. It's going to be a lot of damage, but no follow-up here. Let's reset. Edge of Night, 2 longswords. Edge of Night gives us that spell shield, quite a bit of HP. It's your more defensive item as a assassin. And in this case, since they have so much damage, I'm down. We're level 15, so farming doesn't do a whole lot for us. We already have our power spike. Let's find some bad guys. W. Waiting. Play it slow. Oh, she mama. W. Auto. Q. Ulti. Vayne. Hit the bad guy. Ulti. Q. Smite. Okay. Try to get involved in this. Play it slow. Whoa! W. Q. Oh, he's gonna eat him. Q. Smite. If I could ever be an ally blamer 45 there, I think I could. I feel like if Vayne deals a little bit of damage. I'm on my night blue shit right now. But my ally. Oy, oy, oy. Locket, shield bow. Do I just go that Serpent's Fang? So here's my options. I could get Eclipse, or I can get any of these lethality items. The problem is that most of these lethality items suck. Opportunity, one shot. Serpent's Fang, shield damage. Hubris is nothing. Axiom is almost nothing. Profane's nothing. Collector is nothing. Huh. A little bit more damage. And HP. Or damage to shields. Honestly, I feel like it should just be the damage to shields. It's such a cheap item as well. Serrated Dirk. Off we go. So much for our Baron buff. But the ball keeps rolling. So since that ball keeps rolling on this turn, we're going to try to get to level 16. Draven and Brand have died in the meanwhile, and all these camps will be respawning. So, it's not time for plays. 3 minutes until objective. Time for farm. Why? Level 16? Very good. 3 points in ulti. why people be like, you're telling me I don't just run into them at all stages of the game? That's right. Sometimes they'll fight, but sometimes they'll farm. My camps are done, and with 3 minutes to the objectives too, I can just play like an asshole here. If I find someone, it's good. If not, whatever. W, auto, Q, smite. And we got Evelyn's ulti. That's not too bad. Help Draven push this. That is not Draven. W, auto Q ulti. And I'll see you later. E passed. W, smite Q. Auto. Evelyn is passed here, so it makes it tricky, but let's go this way. I would imagine she's dead to Brand randomly. I see. Push this wave and let's hit that turret. Alrighty. The main deal there is that if we do a play, there's not a huge repercussion because the objectives aren't up and because I'm strong. And we got the Evelyn's ulti and whatnot. That put us in a pretty good position. Pumpkin's probably resets, so we'll hit this as long as we can. Alright, peace out, man. Swipe or no swiping here. I have enough for an item, so I'll just recall. I think I'll sell Dirk for Axiom. It's just a more expensive item. It's more stats. Hopefully it matters. If I get 2 ultis off in a fight, I think I'll shit my pants. We got so much gold in that fight. And now with 120 on the objectives, no Dragon Soul coming up, it's all about the Baron. Kill the blue buff into the enemy's blue side. They're kind of scattered. Ezreal's up here, so let's see if we can find some noobs. And they're looking to do the same. W. Auto. Just stay on these guys, it's fine. They won't be killing me, it's just a support. Wait for the out of combat part so I can maintain this E. And let's get in there. Nice. W. Q. Smite. Ulti, 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 ulti. If I saved the smite for Kinnan, I could have ultied him and lived. Why did I smite Ezreal? He was 2 HP. Give me another Dirk. This damage is feeling pretty good. We have 33%. So each lethality item we get doesn't really get us up in percentage. We go from 32% to 33 with the extra serrated Dirk. So it's more about that one-shot potential as we get more Dirks. And with that in mind, let's just get an Eclipse. Percentage HP damage, shield. 70 AD. And then also more ability haste. What? Zyra's got the inhib. Vayne's got the dragon. What a weird game. All that I'm thinking is get to the top side quick. The enemy's going to be playing for Baron, and if I can set up in the jungle in the enemy's jungle, then I can use my basic abilities and they basically one-shot. Sweeper moving, Q. Oh! Noob spotted. W. Take this. Bye-bye. With lower cooldowns, I can get more EW off as we're in the mid-game here, so it's a whole lot of this. EW, and then you try to poke the enemy. Q ulti. Smites. A little bit slow. You can still smite in the ulti. They just got it off sooner than me. Worth a shot, though. Dodge that Q. It's worth a shot to contest that Baron because there's no Dragon Soul on the line. There's no farm on the line. There's no, like, tempo on the line. If we steal that Baron, we probably win the game. If they get it, it's a minor inconvenience. The death timers are so long at this stage of the game, though. So the Ezreal and the Evelynn are their primary carries here. Pay attention to that Kinnan too. His arm guard is shattered, so he won't have Zhonya's. So if I could start a fight on this turn, that'd be pretty good. Evelynn also being half HP. Ghostblade Sweeper. Let's try to find that Evelynn. Not finding her. She's gone all the way to top lane, eh? So where they have Baron, this is basically the same deal where it's like nothing to do. These guys are dead. These guys are here. It's like, alright. And we can just wait forever or we could be farming. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. Kinnan completes his Zhonya's. W, Q, E, Smite, Auto, Ulti. Ulti, Q. We need to do that fast where that Tahm Kench is showing up. Auto, Q. Auto, waiting. And over the wall. Yeah, Q over that wall. I'm not going to win into the Ezreal. Okay, I'm so dead. Come on, Betsy. Q, W. And I'll see you, fat man. Is Draven doing something? He's out of there. Into Tahm Kench. Dodges the knockup. WQ. Okay. I feel so much from using the E. Having a lot of ability haste later is just so useful. Because Kayn has so much utility. It really does feel like his damage is gated, but maybe.
It's because you didn't build any damage items.
Listen, I'm hearing you, but also, if I did. Eclipse! Eclipse gives us 70 AD, 15 ability haste, percentage HP damage, and a shield. All of that on a pretty low cooldown. We just need one camp for level 18, so let's get that and then try to get that top inhib. With that, we'll have 3 inhibs down and the enemy probably just doesn't have the wave clear for that. I mean, our E-max now is pretty good as well, putting it on a longer duration and W. Good damage. Putting it on a longer duration and it doesn't reduce the cooldown at all. Weird. Sweeper, E, moving. Evelynn, no ulti. Oh, W. Oh, smite, Q, ulti. Bop, bop, W, Q. That guy's dead. Oh, space out these Ezreal Qs. Draven's pushing. W, Q to the side. Waiting. Q to the side. We got that bot wave going in as well. Flash, WQ. Come on. Turret goes down, that's good. We just need to, guys, we just need to end the game here. We got 30 seconds, 2 ADCs, what do we think? Ghostblade moving, E. Auto the Nexus, auto the Nexus, auto the Nexus. Ulti that. Auto the Nexus, Q, W. Auto the Nexus, guy. Auto the Nexus. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Final score 11, 9, and 12. Ooh, whoa Nelly. Job's done. Let's see. I'll put us at Diamond 2, 55 LP. Final damage dealt 29,000. That's not too bad for an Assassin champ. With Dark Harvest dealing 1,800, Sudden Impact dealing 1,300, Treasure Hunter giving us 400 gold. These two runes are so nice together. Look, we saved like 700 gold right there. That's 2 longswords. Alrighty, Bob. Job's done. In terms of the build, I do find a lot of consistency in the Ghostblade into Sherelda's rather than Ghostblade into Opportunity. It's just so common that like one person's going to get ahead, or even like ADCs have higher levels for some reason now. So with that Sherelda's, you get percentage armor pin, plus regular lethality. So you end up being able to deal reasonable damage on a second item. If I was snowballing, sure, I might go Opportunity Ghostblade again, but I'm liking how these items feel. Needs more testing, but that's where I'm at with Mr. Blue Kayn for now. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Click that join button for more. Bye-bye. See ya.